Hello students and welcome to InstaHouse Geography class. We believe in democratizing education for all. In the last part, we studied about the different types of resources and the classification of the resources. So now let's begin with the new session, and that is about resource and development. Classification of soil in India. What types of soil are found in India? Look at the following illustration. You will see the types of soils found in different states in India and different crops grown in them. First is alluvial soil, very important. Here normally you find this, these are alluvial deposits by the river. So where do we find most of the river deposits? In the plain region, right? So you find this in northern plains, correct? The river Ganga, Brahmaputra and all these rivers, right, are there in the northern plains, right? Indus. So river Indus, river Ganga, river Brahmaputra, these are the three main rivers in the northern plain, correct, which form the alluvial plains in that region, which have a very rich alluvium soil and of course proper agriculture can take place over there. Rajasthan, Gujarat, East Coastal Plains as well. Characteristics over here, if you see, deposited by rivers varies in sand, silt and clay proportions. So if you have proper, now soil to be fertile, there are three major components: sand, silt and clay. The soil which has more silt and clay and less sand will be more fertile. Alright, if the sand is more, silt and clay is less, the soil will not be that fertile. So these are the three main components of a soil which matter a lot. Okay, types: old alluvial soil, which is termed as Bangar. Higher kankar nodules, basically kankar means one in Hindi, the small little pebbles, right? Less fertile these, because it has these, raw what you can say is kankar and all that, it is a less fertile soil. New alluvial soil, which is Kadar, if you see, these are finer as compared to Bangar. Okay, so finer particles and it is more fertile as well. What are the uses of this? Highly fertile, ideal for crops like sugarcane. So a lot of sugarcane cultivation takes place, paddy, rice cultivation takes place, wheat is grown. So these are very important crops grown in alluvial soil. Coming to black soil, also known as regular soil or black cotton soil. Very, very famous as black cotton soil because the cotton crop is grown in this type of soil, and that is why it is famous for that. Now Deccan Trap, entire Deccan Trap, which is mostly made of basalt, right? Rocks. So the basalt region contains rich black soil. Maharashtra, Saurashtra, Malwa, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Godavari and Krishna valleys, all of this contains the black soil. Characteristics of black soil: color, obviously black. Texture, it is clay, mostly it is clay, fine material, so quite fine material. You see, nutrients, it is rich in calcium carbonate, providing the crops the same mineral. Magnesium is there, potash is there, lime, and it is poor in phosphorus. So this is less amount, but all of these nutrients are provided to that crops, to the soil. Moisture, excellent moisture retention. So it retains the moisture. So for a long time the water can retain in that soil. Seasonal features, if you see, it develops deep cracks in hot weather for aeration. Now what happens here is during the dry season, you must have seen a land which is totally, it has cracks in it and all. Why does this happen? Because this soil, when there is less water in it, it develops this crack, and that's how it looks. And this is normally done due to aeration, so the air can pass. Sticky when it is wet. So obviously, if it is clayey soil, if it rains, there is more water, it will become very sticky, challenging to work unless tilled immediately after rain. So after rain, immediately if you start tilling the soil for cultivation, it is the best time. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult to even work on it. Now the next is red and yellow soils. So we are playing with colors now, right? So the location of it is eastern and southern Deccan Plateau. So eastern and southern part of Deccan Plateau you will find red and yellow soil. Odisha as well, Chhattisgarh, southern Ganga plain, western Ghats, all of these places experience this type of soil. Now have you ever given it a thought that why are we getting these different types of soil? Why red and yellow soil in this particular region only? Why black soil in the Deccan Trap and all? The reason behind this, children, is that the parent rock. Here, nothing but the parent rock plays a very important role depending upon the minerals present in that parent rock. Okay, if it is more rich in iron, so it will give the soil also that red texture, isn't it? So all these things play an important role. So that from that parent rock, the soil is formed. How is the soil formed? The rock gets weathered, broken down over years and years and years, and then that soil is formed, isn't it? So that soil will definitely have the quality of the parent rock. Correct? So that is how it gives it the color and its characteristics. So color, as we said, is red due to iron diffusion. We just spoke about it. Because of iron, it is red color. Yellow when hydrated, when water or moisture gets along with this soil or iron, it changes its color. Okay, so it becomes yellow here. Formation develops on crystalline igneous rocks in low rainfall region. So here is where it is formed, and texture, if you see, varies based on local condition. It depends upon the local condition. It may be very coarse at some region, sometimes some region it will be very soft depending upon the region. Next is the laterite soil. Here origin from Latin, again meaning brick. Mostly we use it in the brick formation. So it develops in tropical and subtropical regions, basically alternate wet and dry. Now why this is happening? Because there is alternate and wet and dry climatic condition. So because of which intense leaching takes place, which makes it the laterite soil. So what is soil leaching? Soil leaching is the process of removing water-soluble nutrients and contaminants from the top layer of soil into subsoil. It occurs due to heavy rainfall and irrigation. Now characteristics of this laterite soil: color, if you see, varies from red to yellowish. Again, texture is deep to very deep acidic. So it is acidic, or pH balance, you're right, we have. So a pH balance is below 6. So here we go. So next is nutrient content, generally low in plant nutrients. So here plant production can be low over here, but it is rich in humus where forests are present. So if the forest is there on such kind of land, so obviously the humus content will be more because of the falling of leaves, which act as a natural fertilizer, right? Organic fertilizer. So increasing the value of that soil. Location: southern states, western Ghats, Maharashtra, Odisha, parts of West Bengal, northeast India, and this is where you will find it. Uses of laterite soil: suitable for tea, coffee and cashew nut cultivation. Okay, so your tea, coffee, cashew nut is grown in this type of soil. It is very much prone to erosion and requires soil conservation techniques as well. So very loose, it can easily get eroded. So we need some kind of techniques which will help us save this soil from erosion. Okay, now arid soil. Arid soil in arid region, right? Dry region. Ranges from red to brown again, the color. Then if you see, it is mostly sandy in texture. If you remember, I said sand, silt and clay, right? So here mostly sand, it contains silt and clay less in number. So or quantity rather. Nature, it is saline, content of salt is found here. High salt content in some areas. So the content of salt varies from one place to another. Some areas it is a lot of salt content. Characteristics: moisture low due to high evaporation. So in that region there is high temperature, so evaporation takes place more, so that is why moisture content is low. Humus lacks organic matter. The organic matter is barely there in that soil. Conquer layer, calcium rich layer restricts water infiltration. Now here what is that? That conquer and all are found over here. So again, calcium rich layer it is, so infiltration of water is restricted. Cultivation can become productive with proper irrigation techniques. So a lot of water has to be provided, only then proper cultivation can take place, otherwise it is not very good for crop cultivation. Now coming to forest soil. Where do you find the forest soil? Obviously in the hilly regions, right? So hilly region, mountainous areas with ample of rainfall. A lot of rainfall is found in this region. Textures towards the valley sides, it is loamy and silty. Alright, and if you go on a higher altitude, so near the slopes, it is coarse and grained. Okay, so a very rough kind of soil you will find on the slopes, but if you see the valleys, it is loamy and very much silt content is found over there. Characteristics, if you see snow covered regions, here some mountainous regions, so snow covered regions are there, so acidic and low humus is there in that place. Lower valleys, if you see here, it is more fertile, correct? That is why most of the people in ancient time also, they settled near the valleys so that they can use this fertile land for agriculture. Different civilizations were there, the different river valley civilizations, isn't it? So why? Because it was very good for agriculture, and that is what they did at that time, especially in river terraces and alluvial fans. So here you find a very good fertile soil. Soil erosion. How does this face? First of all, the definition of soil erosion. Loss of soil cover due to natural or human activities. The soil cover, when they are talking about soil cover, it means the layer of soil, topmost soil, which is the most fertile soil containing humus, organic matter in it, which is required for cultivation of crop. This top layer, how important this layer is, when this layer washes off or get degraded, then is when you can say soil erosion is taking place, correct? So causes of this: deforestation, overgrazing, we have already discussed this. Construction activities that take place, they also degrade the soil. Mining activities, constant mining and digging and all, it makes the soil loose, and then it quickly gets eroded. Of course, the wind, glacier, water, these are the natural agents that degrade the soil as well. They carry it along with it. The top layer is carried along with the wind, and of course glaciers, water and all, leaving the other soil which is not that great for cultivation. Types of this: gully erosion. If you see the deep channels formed by running water, okay, deep channels which are formed by because of the gushing speed of water, they cause erosion, that is gully erosion. Sheet erosion: thin layers of topsoil are washed away by water flow, so that is in a form of sheet. So sheet erosion. Wind erosion: loose soil where there is not much of cultivation to hold the soil tight, it is blown away by the wind, correct? Incorrect ploughing methods accelerate erosion. If you do not use proper techniques of farming, your erosion will take place. Soil conservation. If you talk about soil conservation, contour ploughing. These are some of the very good techniques, time-tested techniques which help in conserving the soil. Counter ploughing. Now let's understand this. Ploughing along contour lines to slow water flow. So when contour lines, along the contour lines, if you're ploughing, alright, so the water flow will constantly obviously slow down. So there, because of the speed of the water is less, obviously the erosion will be less. Terrace farming. Terrace farming is done on the slope of on the mountains, right? So creating steps on slopes to prevent erosion. So if it is stepwise, the erosion will be less as well, and if there is cultivation taking place, it is all the more better because the roots will hold the soil tight. Strip cropping in form of strips, right? So growing grass strips between crops to reduce wind force. Correct. So, if you see in lines, the crops are grown. So, in between, what they do, they grow this strips of grasses so that the wind does not have so much of effect on the actual plant and it does not carry away the soil from there. Shelter belts which are made, planting trees to protect soil and stabilize sand dunes. Okay, from here also sand dunes can be stabilized. Now let's quickly revise what we have studied in this chapter. We spoke about resource planning, how resources should be planned and used so that sustainable development can be brought about, right? Then we spoke about resource classification, and then we classified the resources very well. Land resources, degradation and conservation of land resources, we spoke about how can we conserve these resources. We studied about soil resources, how important soil is as a resource, how we use it, what types of soil are formed, classification of soil in India, where and the characteristics of the soils we have studied in detail, soil erosion and conservation, how we can conserve this soil, how we can protect the soil from getting eroded. So we have studied all of this. This chapter is very important. I hope you have thoroughly understood this. Thank you and have a nice day.